Well, school starts tomorrow, and before the first bell rings, the Arkansas Department of Education has released some new safety guidelines for COVID-19. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us for KARK4 News at 10. I'm Cassandra Webb, in for Hunter Hoagland. Jessica Rank joins us now in studio. And Jessica, these guidelines don't just include masks.
Yeah, Cassandra, well, mask requirements are definitely a big part of it, but the other part is making sure students are properly distanced. And at least in these guidelines, that means 3 feet from other students and 6 feet from other teachers. I talked to one mom who said the guidelines are a long time coming. In goes the paper, notebooks, and pencils as Claire Brown gets ready to send her daughter to high school.
There's a lot of anxiety, but a lot of excitement with us.
This year, the long list of supplies for LRSD also includes masks.
She's very cognizant of everything going on around her, so she's always been that way. And having a mask on is not a big deal to her.
But Brown says more precautions need to be taken to cover germs and slow the spread.
There's more than just a mask that can be done.
The Arkansas Department of Education released guidelines for school safety. The department says masks should be worn inside for children ages 2 and up, regardless of vaccination status. Unvaccinated people should wear masks outside in crowded places. On buses, students should sit alone or with their siblings. And students should stay 3 feet away from other children and 6 feet away from other teachers.
All of the things you're discussing were implemented in my child's private school last year, and they didn't have an outbreak. So I know it works.
Brown says the guidelines were a long time coming and says we need to protect our children the same way we protected the elderly at the beginning of the pandemic.
We shut down the nursing homes and we protected that demographic. And now we're not doing that for our children. And I really don't understand the cost of life and why we don't all value it the same.
Before long, Claire will help her daughter pack her bag and send her off to high school with confidence she'll be safe once the first school bell rings. Now, many school districts made decisions on mask mandates this past week. To see what your school has decided, you can find that information on our website, KARK.com. Live in studio, I'm Jessica Rank for KARK4 News. Cassandra.